Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This morning it was good morning. I think I was talking to you guys half asleep. So how are we, people? From wherever you're going around the world, from, if you're going to bed, then, good night. If you're getting up, then fantastic. If it's lunchtime, if you're in Melbourne, then that's even better. So how are we all going? And just want to say it is absolutely fantastic here in Melbourne. Alana, good to have you on, and Mr. Dave Parks. It's come to my attention over the weeks, and I wasn't going to do a live stream on this because, it can be a little bit, hey, how are you, sister? Yes, in the afternoon for you. And it can be a bit of a misconception, because what happens is there is a big difference between leaders and salespeople, yeah? And I'm seeing that a lot of entrepreneurs are getting this mixed up. A lot of coaches are getting this mixed up. Instead of being a person of leadership, they're being a person of sales, yeah? And they are completely two different people, because they're firstly different intentions, different work ethic, different heart spaces, and it's just extremely different. Hey, how are you going, Angela? So I'm just following my beautiful partner at the moment, and we are driving to my parents, so I will be talking to you and concentrating at the same time. So what I want to tell you all, leaders inspire others to rise. That's exactly right. Hey, Tracy, good to have you on, my sister. Good to have you on. And obviously everyone else. And the biggest thing that I've really seen is that a salesperson, or if you see a coach that will get threatened by other strong personalities or other coaches or other just strong energy sources, that's a salesperson. That's not a coach. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you how I test this out, yeah? And you can try this out. So my team will send high value content to people's inboxes, yeah? A video of something that, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars sharing with people, or something that's changed my life. And guess what? It is a pure bullshit detector. And this is how it works. So the people that come from a heart space, the people that aren't salespeople that just want to take your money, the people that are congruently coaches that want you to grow, they will value any information sharing. When someone sends you back a message saying spam, when someone sends you back a message, well, you know what, that's very impersonal. But hold on a minute. I didn't ask you for money. I didn't ask you for your blood. I shared information to you, but because you come from that place of incongruency, because you do this, because when someone cheats in a relationship, yeah, the reason why they cheat is because, hold on, which way are we going? The reason why they cheat is because, or they think they're cheating because they're doing it. When you say someone, oh, you're cheating, but it's because they have that in their own mind. So check this out. And these people, and they're supposed to be coaches, they will go, well, that's very spammy, you sending information to me. And I said, hold on a second, I've just gifted you with information, but because, you're supposed to be coming from a place of heart, unconditional love, the cake's big enough for all of us, it becomes a competitiveness, it becomes a competition. Salesperson, there you are, you just got found out. Oh, can you please not spam me with this stuff? Hold on a minute. I haven't asked you to participate in anything. I've shared information with you. If you didn't have your head up your ass, you would see that I have just gifted you information that saved my life and is transforming the lives of tens of thousands of people that are awake. There you go. And get this. So I've been talking to Tony Robbins' manager, or success resourcer, which is Michael Burnett. I've been talking to Veronica Chu, who owns Success Resourcing in Asia, yeah? Very successful people. I've been talking to some other big name coaches. When I share information to them, what do you think they say to me? Stop sending me information, stop tagging me, or thank you for sharing the information with me. I truly appreciate the sharing of information. What do you think they say? Yeah? They say just that. And at the end of the day, and this is the biggest thing, you get a mix of people, again, when you use this strategy of called the bullshit filter, to be able to justify and see who's a salesperson, as some people call themselves a coach, or they call themselves a leader, yeah? Because if someone goes, oh, look, I don't want to push anyone into this service. If you're pushing them, then you're in the wrong mindset. Because if you have to push anyone, then you're obviously not inspired, you know, about what you talk about or what you do. But you lead people into what you do because firstly, you have gone through it. It is trial and error. You have gone through this yourself and you are leading people through something and giving them a better awareness of what is something which has changed your life, yeah? That is leadership, inspiring people to become better, inspiring, as Alana said, inspiring people to rise. That is leadership, not salespeople. Big difference, okay? So the other thing is, which is it really upsets me, that most people that will take the sharing of information and the message, they will take it negatively because they're a coach and they want to get competitive and they see another coach giving them information which could better them as a human, or more importantly, better them as anything, and they're the ones that will speak up. And then it's scary because they're saying, well, these people are supposed to be coaches. These people are supposed to be, you know, persons of influence. But if you can't work, so you know what I don't understand? Of course you're going to be picky of who your avatar is, yeah, of who you're going to let into your team. But it doesn't mean that you be judgmental or you isolate or alienate other people. That I see a lot of coaches that, you know, there's other people that need help, but they will look down at these other people instead of keeping this, like, you know, this playing ground where people can work and where people can grow. It's really disappointing that, you know, oh no, sorry, we don't work with your type of people. And I'm like, sorry? Your type of people? Oh yeah, you know, my blah blah this and the rest of it. It's almost becoming like, it's almost like a racist. That was almost like a racist comment. Like, what do you mean my sort of people? Are you a human? Am I a human? Do you know? And I just don't get where some of these you know, cowboy coaches are coming up with this, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when they talk about sales and how much money they made, yeah, that's fantastic. Keep that to yourself and your business coach, but don't put it over social media, because that is called significance building. That, yes, you need to run it like a business. Yes, there will be KPIs. Yes, you need to put money and food on the table and the rest of it, and that gives you more understanding, yes. But if you're looking to talk to someone with your head, if you're looking to talk to someone to take money out of their wallet, then most people are going to be smart enough that they're going to realize that, yeah, and they're going to obviously, they're going to see that, they're going to be attracted to that or not. But if you're talking to people because you congruently have been through hell and back yourself, and you have found the secret and continually to find more secrets and bettering yourself along the way, and you want to share that with people, that is called leadership. That is called empowerment, not fucking robbing, okay? So, and I've had some heated interactions with some of these so-called coaches, which aren't even coaches, they're fucking salespeople that call themselves coaches, that end of the day, they want to surround themselves with broken, vulnerable people that can't stand on their 2 feet and will never ever be leaders themselves, and they are called fucking followers. Exactly what they call them on social media. You're not followers, you're all leaders. Don't say, well, I'm following this person. No, you're not. You are fucking just getting information of them. You're not a follower, you're a leader. And look, don't get me wrong. In some times and in every time of our life, we will be a follower and a leader at the same time, okay? Try this on. So, I'm not a follower. I follow what my coaches tell me to do, but I'm not a follower, yeah? So my coaches, like, I'm a student. I don't like the word following because it's like following. You lose yourself. So I lead my, you know, my clients and my team and my empire. And I also, you know, I'm also a student for my coaches and so on and so forth. But it doesn't come to that perspective when, you know, they always say to me as well, and this is how I'm talking about super successful fucking coaches that have life experience. This is how they speak to me. Well, Lee, this is how it goes down. At the end of the day, I don't need you, you need me. I don't do this for the money. The money is a bonus. What I do this is to empower people to bring this back into the world, yeah? At the end of the day, I want to work with people that are going to have a great environment, and we're going to, you know, build a friendship and a long-lasting jeopardy from this. And if you choose to make this hard or not be coachable, I will fire you. If you choose to argue, if you choose to not have loyalty, if you choose to lie, if you choose to, if I give you a circle and you make it into a square, then this is not going to work. You're going to make my life and your life hard, and I'm not in this to make my life hard. I'm in this to help you, because at the end of the day, you need me. Well, you tell me what that is, people. That is called 101 leadership. 101 leadership, not some fucking sales technique, reverse psychology. I want to push you this way and you're going to go that way. And that's how I speak to my people. I say, well, look, at the end of the day, if you're not inspired by this, if you need to know more about this, and at the end of the day, I'm telling you what you can't see. Yeah? I am there to spot you out, to show you your blocks, what you can't see. I'm there to remove your blocks. I'm there to be able to say, hey, you need to get from A to B. I always say ask to B, A to B. A little bit of a joke. Don't worry about it. You guys are a bit serious, so I have to try to break it up. Why so serious? And when you come from ask to B, A to B, you have the formula to people to get there. And what happens is some people get some results. All of a sudden, they become experts about nothing. All of a sudden, they want to coach themselves. And you know what? They get some results because they've been doing it for 30 seconds and they call themselves a coach. No. 5 years in the trenches, and then you can call yourself a coach, yeah, or whatever the word wants to be, because there are a lot of these coaches out there, and you see the people that they're preying on, you see the people that they are pushing into their services, and that's called a salesperson. Yeah, a salesperson doesn't give a fuck about you, doesn't really care about your results, doesn't care about your heart and your longevity, and that all they want to do is keep you broken, and they want you just to keep recycling money, and they want you just to keep feeding their significance. That is simply it. A leader will give you 80% of their time for free. A leader will, more importantly, want to create you into a better person, and the result is everything. If you build up a relationship, then that is a bonus. But at the end of the day, you've been put in each other's life for a higher purpose. Yeah? So when you're a leader and you are inspired by what you teach, by your own life, you don't need to use sales tactics, because you're inspired about you. You're inspired about what saved your life. You're inspired, and when you're inspired, other people will be inspired, because you're not talking from here, you're talking from your heart. And when you speak to people's heart, they will talk back to their heart, and that's when us humans are at our purest form. Yeah, and it's a simple, and that's been around for years. If you want to bring out the best in people, then you show up to be the best. Yeah, and I'll say that again. If you want to bring out the best in people, then you need to show up to be the best. If you're anything but exceptional, then you're not going to get exceptional results. And that's what it's about. Because if you're going around and you're incongruent, you don't have the results, you're not showing up every day, you're not practicing what you preach, you're not doing that, then how are you supposed to be able to lead other people into that if you can't lead yourself? And you see that, you're talking about these people, these other coaches, and they're going, well, you need the mindset, and you need to have all your areas of life, and you're overweight but you're making money, you've got a broken relationship, or whatever it might be. And not saying that a coach needs to be perfect, but you need some stability, you need some basis in there to say, well, look, I've got the results. If I can have a strong mindset, then I can have a strong mindset, maybe stronger in some areas, but decent balance overall. And these people don't. And what I want to say is, well, what it comes down to, when someone is selling to you, because it doesn't feel aligned. It feels pushy. Yeah, we all know that. We all know that. But when someone says, hey, at the end of the day, you need me, I don't need you, and if you're willing to do it, then I will help you. If you're willing to change your life, then I will step up. And that's what I say to people, that if you can keep making excuses, you can keep feeling sorry for yourself, you can keep hanging around the wrong people, you can keep making fucked up mistakes, it's up to you. But if you want to learn, and we do make a match because of the values and because of the beliefs and because of the way I lead, then fantastic. But I'm not going to sell you shit. So I remember someone said to me, they don't say it much often anymore, he goes, oh, you're a bit pushy, man, about leadership. And I said, hold on a second, for one thing, you don't know me and you've just insulted me. What I'm going to tell you is that if you think that I'm leading you, I'm telling you, you need help. Yeah, you're on fire. So if you go into a burning house, I'm not going to go, hold on a minute, can you please leave the house? I'm going to rip you from the fire and throw you into the clearance. And that's how I lead. If you're someone that's going to go, you're trying to take my money. No. You've fucked up your life, you're in a bad way, and you need help. You can sit there, keep making excuses, or you can get on with it and say, fuck, you know what? I'm glad that I started today, because if I didn't start today, who knows where I've been? You know, some of these people have children, and if you're not acting or being anywhere but exceptional for your children, then that's a shame on you. Do you know what I'm saying? Then you're talking about these people that are going, but I'll get around to it tomorrow. No. You're not going to know if we're here tomorrow. Why would you start? Why would you want to do that? Why would you do that to yourself? You do not know if you're going to be here tomorrow, so stop taking advantage of time. Then if you want to put another thing on it, is that if you've been there, you know, most people haven't been as low as I have, or been as low, you know, I've worked with thousands of people, so you know what works with people, yeah? And you know what doesn't. So you're going to get a change, you're going to get a mixture of stuff. And what happens is, when you're going over that understanding of when you're talking to yourself about certain understandings of where you're moving and how you're going to grow, when you're working with thousands of people, you get a really good understanding of, okay, you know what? You get a gauge. You get a gauge and say, this is going to work or this isn't, yeah? And the thing is, when you've studied enough, when you've got, you know, how many coaches are in the team now, how many coaches I've got around us? I think there's 6. I think I've got 6 coaches now, if you're looking at it. You know, I'm part of the Proctor Academy, I'm part of the Tony Robbins, Platinum group and the rest of it. So you've got high value coaches there. And this is the difference. When you see very professional coaches, what do you think that they do? They grow other coaches, they network, they support, they aren't in competition. But when you see these fake salesmen, these young rookies, these cowboys, that what they will do is they will pop up here and there and they will pretend they want to be there, but really they don't care. And you see these people that are coming through and they're just trying to cut you at your knees because you aren't support your competition. Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing in our industry. You're getting these rookies, and I'll be honest, when I was in network marketing, the reason why network marketing has got a bad name, because there are a lot of, I'm just going to close this because my head's burning, there are a lot of amateur network marketers, yeah? And the reason are because the network marketers will come and they're very impersonal, they're very forced, they're very salesy, yeah? But when you've got people that actually want to help others, that want you to be able to be a part of their community, use their vehicle and opportunity which they're allowing you to step into, and to make money, to help other people, and the more you help people, the more you have better humans, it's a great fucking philosophy, yeah? If you look at Warren Buffett, the #1 businessman in the world, wouldn't you listen to him than some rookie coach? Wouldn't you listen to him than some person weapon? Do you know what I mean, people? That's what we're talking about. We've got our head down, looking at the ground, being surrounded by these coaches that are showing up. And you know the funny thing is, these coaches that get on your Facebook, they want to get on so then they can copy you, not model. They want to so on and so forth. Do you know what I'm saying? And these other coaches will get onto your page, and then I'll send them a message. Hey, how you going? You know, why did you send a message? How can we support each other? Oh, you know, and they send some bullshit excuse. And then I'll say to them, like, I might tag them into the support, and then they'll say, can you please not tag me? And then I'll go, hold on. If you do not like what I'm doing and the rest of that supporting, sharing information, then why are you friends with me? I will unfriend you. Or because they want a free ride. They're not there to help you, support you. They are there for their own gain. Salesperson, not a leader. Yeah? And then I'll say to them, well, hold on a minute. How can we support? Let's collaborate. Let's do an interview. Let's do this. How can I do that? What are you working with? Blah, blah, blah. How can I support you with your growth? Or you can't help me. Okay, you don't have anything that I have. All right, then why are you friends on Facebook? So you can see what I'm doing, or you can copy it and steal it, or you can steal my people. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful. And this is another thing. I get tagged in over 100 to 150 posts a day. You get these muppets that say to you, please don't tag me in a post. But you know what I prefer? I sent out 100 messages the other day. I had 3 people that said thank you for reaching out. 3 because they were going to commit suicide. 3 fucking people. And then you get these muppets that say, do not tag me in your post, it's spammy. You know what? You can shove that where the sun doesn't shine, because if you don't find value, and I've just saved 3 lives, then it's worth it, yeah? Because you're too busy, got your head that far up your backside, and you're worrying about that, instead of we're here to help people, that we are sharing information. And guess what? I want to tell you all something. Facebook isn't the real world. It is not the real world. And another thing, there's a button called delete. So if you don't like that I get tagged in 150 posts a day, that I've got 2,000 posts pending, I can go through them and go, okay, thank you. But you know what I say with people tagging me? They're thinking of me, so thank you, yeah? Some of them are just sales thing, they want to use it as a platform. Some people want to share the information with you. Not a problem. But guess what? You don't know, sending the information out, who needs that information at that time. But if you're too worried about some arrogant muppet that wants to worry about don't tag me in a fake world, and then you're going to worry about that, I just find it really, really low, because you're saying that you're here as a coach and you want to influence people. No, you don't. What you want to do is you want to create your own brand and following, and you want to cut everyone there. You want to use everyone as a leapfrog. Why can't we support everyone? Because guess what? The people that come from the heart, like myself, that we know that there is enough pie to go around. So why can't we support each other? Because I say alone we're unique, together we're unstoppable. But you've got all these young, fake coaches that are going around wanting to start their brand, putting all these videos up here and there, but at the end of the day, and if you're too worried about information sharing, it's spam. Like, who the fuck made that word up? If you say spam, you're a salesperson. You aren't a coach. You aren't someone that's an influencer, so ashamed of you, yeah? Go in an office and start pressing things and go and knock on people's door and be a door-to-door salesman, because you aren't a coach. You know, straight out. All right. I'm just going to I need a breather here. So another thing. What is disgusting is that you lure people in because you tell them what they need to hear. You lure people in because you're going to tell them, oh, you know what, yeah, I understand, and yes, and this, and that, and the rest of that. And you're not actually helping these people. You're not actually unblocking these people's blockages. You aren't telling people what they need to know so they can grow. You're telling people what they want to hear, so then you don't have resistance. So they stay there. They buy more off you. Yeah, they're swindled into your cesspit of bullshit. Oh yeah, you know, and the rest of it. But then behind closed doors, you don't have nothing in common with your clients. You bag them out. You do this and that. You know, my clients, the ones that understand that I come from the heart, I tell them how it is. Not because it's bullying or it's fucking narcissism, this new word that you muppets use. It's about telling a person, hey, you're on fire, you better put that fire out. Or they can say, oh, don't tell me that I'm on fire. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's simply what it is. That is simply what it is. And you know how many people on a weekly basis that I turn away from the retreats, from the online programs, from the coaching, from anything, because for one, they don't make a match, or they're another coach that wants to come in and steal the ideas, or that they're just not gonna get the result. They're not coachable, or they're not ready, and that's it. Because you have to remember, you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people. If it's going to be hard, if it's going to be forced, if it's going to be anything but, you know, exceptional, then, you know, do you know what I mean? It's you're going to get to a point when you're going to go, fuck, you know, I've had enough, yeah? So that's when we have to be honest, people, that if you're a young entrepreneur or an inspiring coach or person of influence, then you should be happy to inspire and to collaborate with people. If someone is sharing information, get out of your pig head and out of your ego and that information that you can see, because if you become from ego, you don't see the magic. And they say this word spamming, yeah? And I really find that is a perfect indication when you're sharing high quality volume information. That I know this because when I was insecure, when I was struggling, when I was competitive, that someone would send me information, and guess what? Stop spamming me. Stop doing that, because I wasn't open. I wasn't leading with my heart. I wasn't collaborating. I was coming from a place of scarcity. I was coming from a place of need. I was coming from a place of incongruent, and no integrity. So when people would share me information, instead of me going, fuck, I should look into that. That looks like something I can grow from. That looks like something that, that's fantastic. Look at the magic. Thank you. Let's calibrate. I came from the exact same place most of you non-coaches, salespeople are coming from, because you're coming from a place of resistance. You're coming from a place of competition, instead of saying, hey, what can I learn from this person? How can we grow together? And more importantly, how can we change lives together and we all can flourish at the same time? There you go. Isn't that a better thing than starting, leapfrogging? I'm going to jump on this person's back till I can get that. And that's exactly what's happening in our industry. You are becoming all salespeople, and you are giving the industry, you're giving other people that need help, you're giving them a bad name, And it's always that. I can't see what you're writing. Everyone around and stuff. Let me have a look. So, I can't see what you're writing. So, and one of the things that we really need to understand about as well, when they talk about putting information out, that there's going to be people that are on Facebook at certain times, on social media, on whatever it is, and you have to, the way a human mind works, this is where people don't understand. The way a human mind works, inspired, uninspired, inspired, uninspired, good day, bad day, good day, bad day. So you need to be showing up with information that is going to be able to lead the person, or show up when the person is in that state for them to want to change, And when you can put that out, when that person wants to change, because if you don't, when you're worrying about too much, I'm just worrying too much about this person said I shouldn't put any posts up because, or whatever, whatever it might be. And what's that? And they say it's small because they think they are better than you. People around, all others, and stuff is spam. Yeah, and I actually love that, Ollie. That's so much, because they put a lot of stuff up, and then when they get it back, and that's exactly right, they say you're spamming them, but they can put whatever they want, and it's just like, hold on a second, like, where are we getting that from? Like, where are you coming from? Like everyone is there together, everyone is out there, and it's just ridiculous. What's the word spam? Do you know what I mean, people? You get programmed by this word spam. People can be putting up heartless shit information, which is sometimes, and you know what? If you let it affect you, and this is what I want to understand, please tell me if I'm wrong. As a coach or a person of great mindset, wouldn't you have more tolerance than the average person? Wouldn't you be in more control than the average person? Wouldn't you have that emotional intelligence more than the average person? Because what you're doing, it comes down to an understanding of, you have to control yourself and lead yourself to lead others. So if you're getting influenced or getting annoyed by somebody that is putting something up, hold on, I find that really interesting. You know why I find that interesting? Because if that is getting to you, then how are you leading others when it gets really bad? How are you leading others that are going to get them out of, so many other perspectives? How are you going to be leading others in getting them, saving them, getting them blockages? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand that if someone spams you, if someone tags you, and then you have to spend, half an hour on for men, a feminine outlay, or women, a masculine and aggressive message, when you can just press delete, when you're supposed to be this person of control, you're supposed to be this person of great mindset, you're supposed to be this good person of tolerance, You probably can say the same to me right now. Lee, why are you letting these people affect you? They do not affect me, but what I will tell you is I am motivated by them to show them and bring out the truth, And it gets to a point, or look, you can probably call it in a way, if it sounds contradictory, they affect me that they are incongruent, they are lying to others, and they are being disrespectful to other great coaches that can help them. Do you know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff that comes into perspective and understanding is, hey guys, we're here to help. You know what? If you don't like your life, then go off and fucking rot somewhere yourself. But stop getting on social media, stop, bringing your pain on someone else, and sort your shit out. Because that's what happens, that most people that are in pain, most people that are in that perspective, because they're not happy, they don't like their lives, they want to start to spit their venom, they want to spit their pain all on other people. And you know what I say to them? Go and sort your life out, or go and work with someone that can help sort your life out, and stop spitting your pain and stop showing up as someone that wants to help people, but you're really broken yourself. Yeah? And that's a simple philosophy, and I see it because I know a lot of these so-called coaches personally. I've had indications with these so-called coaches, and then I'm like, hey guys, this is not fucking fair, because there's people that are investing their time with you, there's people that are investing their money, there are people that are investing so many things in you, and you're not showing up to help them, and it's not fair. So what I say, people, be a coach, but be a leader and influence people through your results that you've actually gone through, and influence because you want to help people. And when you help people and give, you know what I mean, to give to understand, what you need to understand is when you are going to lead people unconditionally because you actually care about them, you will get whatever you desire. It will come back to you without even thinking about it. It's just that law of reciprocity, yeah? So what you put out is what you get back, and that's it. That's basically simply that, yeah? You know that. And it hurts me because I've been a person that's been lost. I've been a person that's been suicidal. I've been a person that's been in a lot of pain. I've gone through hell and back many times, yeah? And it doesn't need to be that way. And now I've discovered and still discovering strategies, methods, routines, mindsets, anything that can help people get them out of the pain, reprogram their mind, let them believe and understand, get them into a better consciousness and identity so they can live a life of happiness, basically live a life so they don't want to friggin' kill themselves, and live a life out of that pain. Because once you can break out of the stigma and the conditioning, your life will never be the same, and I know that, yeah? So people, that was a strong message from a strong topic, and just sending you my love, and that's it. Show up to be you, show up because you want to lead people, don't show up because you want to sell people, and that at the end of the day, because you know what, the smart people will sniff you out of the way and say, hey, you're just talking to me, or you want to help me because of my money, and they will know that, yeah, and they will sniff you out. So be aligned. Be aligned with your heart, be aligned with your personal inspiration, people, and more importantly, be aligned with your intention of where you're going. Have an amazing Saturday, have an amazing weekend. Thank you for your time, thank you for your contribution, and more importantly, thank you for your patience to listen to my message. Have an amazing day.